Hi everyone, and welcome to the next video in the luxury hunting Instagram series. It's been about 2 weeks now since I did the last video, and I haven't even touched this account since. And you can see here we've got 1,400 followers. We've done 33 posts, which were all scheduled in the previous video, and we were getting 200 likes to 300 likes on most of our photos here, all on autopilot. Lots of different comments coming through. And again, they're all very highly targeted to entrepreneurs, online marketers, motivational people that we can later use to then drive to wherever we want it to go to online. But what I want to do now is put in a few more steps to really try and supercharge this even further, even if it isn't already supercharged enough. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to be watermarking some of our photos, which means putting our little logo or our little image and our Instagram name on the photos that we then schedule from now on. Obviously, it's best if you do this with photos you've taken yourself. I'm not sure how much I am sure. You're not really meant to be doing it on photos that aren't yours, I guess. But there's that whole grey area between when photos go online on Facebook or Instagram, if you lose ownership to them or not. And you can do, I guess you can do what you want with them. And when you're filtering these different images, using all these images, it gets a bit in that grey area there. But so if you have your own photos, definitely do it with those. But in my case, I'm just going to be showing you an example of how you can just do this in general. So what I use is a tool called iWatermark. So the letter I, then the word watermark. You can get it for both your Mac or PC, or you can get it on your iPhone as well. It's a couple of dollars there as well. If you have a look in the Instagram Fundamentals series, I'm going to be talking a lot more about watermarking there and how to use it, and a bit more of a walkthrough there. But what I'll do now is I'm just going to show you the desktop version here, and I'm going to show you how I do this. So basically what you want to do is get the photos from the PhoneGram app or however you're going to get the images onto your computer. So you download them to your phone through the PhoneGram, sync them across like we did in the previous video. And now we're going to get the iWatermark software up. And it's really not that expensive at all for the Pro version, which is what I use here. I think it's a couple of dollars for the iPhone version and maybe $10 for the computer version. But what this does, it means we can then put our logos and our text on hundreds of photos at once. So then if people screenshot our photos, which they definitely are, and then post them on their walls, they'll have, when they post our photo, they'll have our Instagram username and our little logo there as well. What I want to do first though, before I actually show you how we use this, is I'll show you the logo that I created here. So this is what I'm going to be posting on all the different photos. And I just created this really simply by grabbing this little logo here, this LH. I actually think I typed in LH and then I hit images, LH, or maybe I typed in LH logo. I think I found it one of these here somewhere, so I found this here. So what I did is I copied this, I opened up my photo editing tool, which I'm just using Photoshop here. I'm going to create a new image here. I'm going to paste that in. And then what I did then is I hit this, there's a little select tool over here. I'm just going to figure out quick selection tool. And I hit the black areas. Actually. So now it's selected everything on the outside. I'm going to then select these inside areas. Hit delete. And it's just left the logo there itself. And then I've got that there now. I'm going to choose a color down here. I just chose a blue for this one because since I'm using blue a lot throughout the Socialite Pro series. Hit the paint bucket tool. Boom, done like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some text. @ luxury hunting. And I'll move that across with the move tool. And it's as simple as that. If I want to bold it, I can select all the text with the Command A, Control A. I can go bold. And then because I've deleted the background, this is all going to be transparent, so it's going to look really nice over the image itself. Something I found though that you might want to do is put a background behind your text though, because sometimes if there's lots going on, it's hard to read the actual luxury hunting itself. So to do that, you'll select the color. In this case, we'll use a black one, and then use this little tool here. And it'll be very similar no matter what photo editing tool you're using. I just like to use Photoshop. And you'll drag this bar over it. You can see it's over the top, and over here it's this round rectangle is above the luxury hunting. I want the luxury hunting text to be above the round rectangle. So I grab it, bring it above, and it's there. Now if I want to edit the sizing and stuff again, I'll just select it, and then I can change this to I might do this as 18. And then it's as simple as that. I can then select this actual photo. I can crop it. And I'll save that to the desktop. What you want to make sure you do here is save it so it's as a PNG file. So what I want to do is I want to type in watermark logo. Change it from Photoshop here to JPEG. Sorry, to PNG. Don't want to put it on a JPEG. If I put it on a JPEG, it'll automatically put a white background here. So when I import it, the background will be all white. It won't be transparent. To keep the background transparent, I want to save it as a PNG file, which is here. And you can hit save. If that seems a bit hard for you guys to do, or if you just don't have the time or don't want to do that, you can literally just go on to Fiverr and get someone to design something around what you like. I'll hit OK there. Or another option is what I'll show you now inside of iWatermark. So I'll get rid of these photos. What you want to do now, to start watermarking our photos, we want to import all the photos we have that we're going to schedule on ScheduleGram that we want to upload and watermark. So we can either drag them on top of here, or I can click and select. I can find, I think I saved it under untitled folder. Let me just find that, which is a very good name to save it. So I double click on that, bring 66 images up, and then what you want to do is you want to hit this watermark manager button, and that's going to bring up all your photos you have, and there's some just general demo ones you can use. So you can Photoshop, you can edit it this way. So I wanted to, say I liked, where's one I like? If you double click on it, it'll bring it up, and say I wanted to edit this text, I can double click on it and change the text here. And by doing that, I can then click out, and you can see it's changed down there. Doesn't look too good though. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to click out of this, and we're going to upload a new one. So, but to do that, you hit this plus button down here, which creates a new watermarking tool. So then what we're going to do is we can either hit text. If you don't want to create an image, you can just type in @luxury hunting, or whatever your username is, or whatever you want it to say. You can drag it around wherever you want to. You can scale it by using the scale tool, which will then make it smaller or bigger. You can move it side to side. You can put effects on it. Lots of cool stuff you can do there. I guess we'll look at more of that in the fundamentals walkthrough of iWatermark. But for this case, you can see you can just do it like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload my graphic, which I've saved to my desktop. It should be the watermark. Here we go. And then it's uploaded there. Then what I'll do is I'll scale it down to make it a bit better size. And then I can click out. I can move it to wherever I want it. I think I might keep it in the bottom right hand corner here. And that looks pretty cool. So we'll leave it like that for now. Something background and border do I want? Maybe I want just a complete white border. Oh, whoops. Do not want that at all, because that's changed the background color. I'm going to click out of this for now. So that's annoying. So I'll delete that. And then once you've got the graphic uploaded, say if I go to do it again, this is something I had an issue with when I first started doing this, trying to upload it and it's not coming up. So once it's been uploaded once, you need to go to the libraries and this graphic tool here. And you can see by scrolling down, they're all here already. So you can see the latest one is here, but I think I might use this one I created earlier. And then we're going to scale this down. We're going to drag this to the bottom right, or even on the top right even. And you can then click through these different images up at the top to see what it will look like on all the different images. And I might even scale it down a little bit more. You don't want it to be overpowering. You still want them to enjoy the image, and you still want other people to be able to use it. So I'm going to scale this down even more. And you've got to remember, they'll be looking at this on a mobile phone, so we'll leave it at that for now. You can see what this will look like on a bunch of these photos. Looks quite nice, and you can see with the background being black, you can actually read the text, whereas a lot of the time you won't be able to read it at all. So you can see some of them don't look too good, but you can delete those photos and edit if you want to spend the time doing that. This case, for saving time, I'm not going to. I'll write this as luxury hunting. I'm going to hit save. That's all there. So now what you want to do is choose where you want the folder to be. I want this to, we want to upload it to a folder. We want it to go to, I'll create a new folder here. And then what we'll do, I don't want it to go to data, I want it to go to choose. That's where I want them to get outputted to. And then what I'm going to do is hit start processing, and watch how quick this is. Done. Now all those photos have my watermark on them. So if I go to my desktop here, you'll now notice that all of these photos have got the watermark on there nicely, ready to go to be uploaded into our schedulegram for our next lot of uploads. So we may as well just jump over there now. So we'll go schedulegram. Something I found out as well by using this recently is that you don't want to be uploading more than 10 to 15 images at a time. Even though it says you can, you will always bump into errors, I found. So you don't want to do that. You want to just upload a handful, 10 at a time, do 10, then go back to do another 10, go back to do another 10, rather than doing it all at once. I've been speaking with the owner of this business actually, and it's all run through tablets. It's a pretty intense way they do this, and it's the only way you can schedule updates at the moment. But yeah, I definitely recommend just taking it slow, doing 10, 15 at a time max, and then you won't run into many errors there. So select your account. We'll upload our media. We'll bulk upload. We'll add images. And we'll say we do that many. Hit OK. Yeah, even says he only posts 10, 15 images at a time now. And you can see all the watermarks are already on all of these photos and they look quite neat. And when people screenshot that and post it on their pages, they're going to see that already. So that's pretty cool there. I'll go in and I'll schedule these throughout the next 15 days. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pump it out for 4 to 5 updates a day even, really get this going on here, and so then we're going to get a lot of feedback. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to get some shout outs happening, and recently there's been some more sites that have come out where you can find already pre-established accounts that you can buy shout outs from, and they're not very expensive at all. So I'll show you here. We're going to go Instagram shout outs. So here's my idshoutout.net, InstaFamous, a few other ones there as well. So they tell you the prices, $19 to $34 for the Facebook and Tumblr share. That's the 224,000 people. So for a quarter of a million people almost, you can get an image posted on their account for $19 to $34. What it means by 19 to 34 is that for 1 hour it might be 19, for one whole day it might be $34. So after the day they'll delete your image, and then so it's not spamming all these different pages. This ID shout out is mainly to do with fitness, but there are some other ones there like Vines, Truck Fit Crew, not quite sure what that is, yoga. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just going to pause this. And I'll continue. Dares. But a lot of different ones here. So I guess for the motivational and the fitness and the health niches, this is a good site to use because there's so many different ones here that you can use. Instead, what is this? $650 for Vine of the day. So what I recommend doing here though is, first of all, when you choose which ones you think you'll like, go have a look at the Instagram account itself. So where's one that I think might be a bit dodgy, or they might be doing some dodgy things. This one here looks ridiculous. So only 5 posts, but 13,000 followers. So let's go hilarious with a double A, so we can go Instagram. How did you spell it? See, 13,000, and he's only getting 60 to 100 updates, and it's just not one that you want to pay money to be on at all. Probably a lot of fake fans and a lot of dodgy stuff going on there, I'm sure. So do your research beforehand. Let's find another one. So this is a good one I found, the College FBFX. What did I spell wrong? GFX. So they've done 184 posts, 120,000 followers, but they're getting 5,000, 2,000, 5,000, 8,000 almost. Lots and lots of actual likes happening here. Obviously, there could be dodgy ways of doing that, but there are a lot of really interactive people on these different updates that actually have good content to be sharing, good people to be interacting with. And this would be a cool account to get a shout out on, because you know you're going to get your money's worth. How much is he charging here? $14 to $45. So even though it doesn't have as many fans as a lot of these, it's getting a lot more interaction than a lot of these. So check it out, do your research, see what markets would be actually into your actual your fan page that you're going after and who you're trying to target. You want to get very highly converting fans, and to do that, you want to be giving them content in the related niche. And the way this works is you'll buy the shout out, you'll send them a photo, and then they'll post it on their wall on whatever time of day that you set. Obviously, it has to tie into their account and what they're trying to do, but yeah, you've just got to make sure it works for both of you. A thing here is also that I also recommend checking out if they have their Kick, which is an application for your Android or your iPhone, where you can just go in there and you can chat to them, and you can actually, let me just pause it now and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so you can see the application is called Kick here, and a lot of these users have their Kick ID in here as well. So you can see there's this person's Kick, there's this person's Kick user ID. This is pretty much the name that you're going to add inside of Kick to be able to chat to them and, discuss prices, discuss what images you're going to upload, and you can even negotiate better deals through there. Through this site takes commissions, and so did most of the other ones per business deal you do through here, so you can often negotiate cheaper prices through them directly. So sorry about that, rgshoutout.net, but you definitely can get a better price if you talk to them directly as well. So let's just get this back up here. Say I wanted to add, where's someone's Kick here? Here's one. Doom Cracker. This person looks like they're going to be fun to talk to, so let's add them right now. So we're going to open up our Kick, and you can see a bunch of people that I've already spoken to are requesting shout outs and whatnot. This is your account here. By hitting the little cogwheel, you can see all the stuff that's happening here. Top right hand corner, you can hit find, which will find your user. So for username, I'm going to be typing in, where's Doom Cracker? And there's Doom Cracker there. I'm going to hit on him. Then we're going to hit start chatting. And I can just go ahead now, send them a message, and they'll get back to me as soon as they get it. So that's what we're going to do now as well. I'm going to get a few highly targeted fan pages to do shout outs. I'm going to go through this other list of other Instagram shout out pages here, buy and sell shout outs. You can see a few that I've been on. You can find them on eBay and Fiverr, but make sure you do your research and making sure they're legitimate pages. What you can also do is, actually, I'll show you now as well. Where is the Instagram? You can go to the cogwheel. This is on my personal one. And you can go here and you can search for shout outs for sale, for example. And you can see pages that will offer shout outs for sale. Not that many images there. Or we can just type in shout outs. You can see there's so many for shout outs there. Shout outs for free, and you can just go through and find pages that are relevant to you. What you can also do is if there's some specific pages that you want to be a part of, so say I wanted to get a shout out from luxury, don't even know, life luxuries, for example, you can see a lot of the top ones have their Kick and their advertising already there. So you can email them directly. That's what Luxury World Traveler has. Info, email there. And you can go ahead and contact these different users. What I'm going to do now is spend a couple of hours doing some research, seeing which ones are the right ones I want to get affiliated with, contact them and seeing what deals I can set up, spend not even $100, and then we'll see what the repercussions of that are. Probably not the right word, that sounded bad, but see what the results of that are, and hopefully get some really, really good feedback in the next few days. And it's going to work really well for us as well, as we already have a nice 1,400 established site, and now with the watermarks, with the shout outs, with our page looking really cool right now, we're going to get some good results. So I'll speak to you guys in the next video, and we'll see how we've done. Thanks, guys.